It's not, you don't go into a business. Let me just chip this in. Like, of course, yesterday. And he was like, money must be made, though. And I looked at him. I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. So if you want to start a business, I think you should look at your environment and identify the problems so that you can tackle them. Money is everything, let's not lie. Let me not deceive you. Money will do things, I don't know how to explain it, but then we should not put money first. I think you should think about what you can do in your environment, and whatever you find yourself. You can be selling shoes, and there are families in your environment that you see children going to school without shoes. You could do something for them. You might not necessarily get something in return. Do things and don't expect something else. That is what I see an entrepreneur as, if you ask me. Do things without expecting anything in return. Because at the end of the day, our reward is in heaven. That is my goal. So I was asking the person, and he said, why did you leave your job? I said, I was not happy. Because I was making a lot of money, but I was not happy. So some people venture into things they are not happy about. But because they check their bank account, and their bank account maybe is like 50 naira. What can I sell? Okay, Mama BC said she was looking for Maggie yesterday. Let me open a shop and start selling Maggie. That is not what entrepreneurship is all about. So let me just add that, sir. And I want to ask again, do we all need to be an entrepreneur? Yes.
Okay. First, I would say I'm an advocate for entrepreneurship. So my answer might not suit everybody, So we all have the potentials of being an entrepreneur, though the price is high, being an entrepreneur, requires. We all have, like I said, we all have the potentials of being an entrepreneur. But it requires a lot of ingredients to make up your mind, So I want to leave us to answer the question ourselves, whether to say yes or no. Knowing, of course, it requires, it's a game of determination. It's a game of working hard, and saying working hard is not actually doing something that is hard or tedious, but doing things that you need to do when you need to do it. It's a game of confidence. You need to believe in yourself, because you can actually not approach the market, because the market is fair. The market is, someone makes a joke that there's this Yoruba adage that the money is in the mouth of the lion, but these days the money is inside the lion. So you have to kill the lion to be able to get the money. So it's actually for people who are brave and courageous, that you can go for the gold. So when you can answer that question, that is when you can actually say whether you can be an entrepreneur or not. But if you ask me, I will tell you that we can all be an entrepreneur. But all those prices is also a game of knowledge. You can actually not approach the knowledge, and you have a faint knowledge of what you're trying to sell. You hear people come around even for interview and say, okay, I don't like marketing. You can't be an entrepreneur without being a selling person. I sent my brief CV to Femi, but I think I have a longer one. Why? Because I want to sell myself. Not maybe here, but if someone asks me, okay, bring your profile, I should have it ready, because I have a goal, which is not like what I'm doing now. So you also have to be able to sell yourself as an entrepreneur, because it's also a game of being able to get back, because you expect that you would, in entrepreneurship, it is not always smooth. You actually cannot be a good entrepreneur when you are not failed. Now it is a game where you expect to fail. So when you can answer that question that, okay, when I fail, can I go back? If I lose money, can I do it again? Then you can answer the question. But if I tell you it's a yes, like I said, I'm an advocate for entrepreneurship. And what an advocate is, that he puts a particular cause for people to believe in it. But I also don't want to believe that it is easy, when there are also things that an entrepreneurship must have and hold. It's a game of knowledge. You can't be, because as an entrepreneur, you're your own boss. You have to. So let me keep it at that. But it's actually it is a yes for me that everybody can be an entrepreneur. If you can pay those prices, you can be an entrepreneur. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. If you can pay the prices, yes, you can be one. Okay, so we're going to move to family work-life balance. That goes to Mrs. Bridget. Okay, so the first question here is, sorry, I'm going to give it as it is. Let me not ask it from my head. Okay, how do you find a balance? How do you find that balance between work stress, peace of mind, and your home?
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Okay, let me just go straight into the question. I think we want to keep it very simple and be real. Yeah, so I think, like I said, well, let me put out a disclaimer. This is Bridget now. I think there is nothing so-called as balance, work, life, spiritual relationship, and all that. I think. Now, this is why I'm saying that. You know, if you want to say what is balance, it means everything on the same, you're looking at everything on the same pedestal and apportioning the same time to everything. And for me, I don't think that is what we're talking about, life work. It can't work that way. If you decide to stay at home with your family 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days in the year, I don't need to tell you what that is. Then if you decide to stay at work for this amount of time as well, there are also repercussions. So I would like to look at it as balancing or prioritizing or let's say harmonizing, because you can't say this is important and this is not. Now, while saying harmonizing, there are times you just need to be with your family. I remember there was a time I was to go to work and I wasn't feeling well, I went to hospital. At that point, I can't be thinking of my office or work. I have to just call in to say, I'm sorry, I have an emergency, and that's it. And there are times I'm not meeting up, you know, with my goals. I'm not meeting up with targets and all of that. I need to work extra hard. And another thing I would like to point out here is balance is not stress-free. Balance is not also stressless, or balance is not, can we say, yes, stress-free or rest. That's not what balance is. So I think when we get that, I think that will make a